Welcome to the
Brodies.
And we're back.
At the Brodies.
A bunch of bros.
On the couches and chairs.
Man, it's amazing to be with you guys one more time. We gonna get into it. I'm Mr. Brown.
Slim. Cash.
B. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Back in the building.
B. Anthony, I actually gotta say something, man. And this is not a slight against you or nothing like that. But someone said when you came on the camera, they're like, he's black. I'm like, so yes, America, B. Anthony is black.
Black.
I'm like word. He was like, yo, yeah, that nigga came with a screen.
Go black man.
Story of my life, actually. I'm not even surprised that it was said. I just wasn't expecting it in that moment. But yeah, I had to deal with that all my life, so it's fine.
Man, no, that's cool. Get that loan.
Just like, oh, you sound white. Like whenever I used to talk on the phone.
Give me your best
Yeah,
white voice. I don't hear it.
I have to be getting pulled over for that to come out. That's the only way it's coming out.
Well,
I'm scared and like I'm just trying to seem not.
I don't know, Slim. I've been hanging around children too long, so a lot of my isms is gone. My different inflections. You got to be at a higher registry and sound less threatening. And I don't know if I got it in me anymore. That dog gone. So like, nah.
If I get pulled over, it's coming right out.
I'm not conjugating my verbs the way you want to. I'm gonna abuse the verb of be and use words like duplicitous. That's how I'm gonna do the game.
Word of the day.
Yeah. So we gonna talk that talk. We're not gonna give you the topic just yet. Not gonna give you the topic. We're gonna get into
I
it.
want you to guess the topic.
We'll put if you listen to this now, you clicked on it because you read the topic and you read the description, so you could check on it. But
Maybe you should put question marks for the title.
maybe
The unknown.
No.
the unknown knowns.
The
unknown.
The topic was.
Or, well, never mind. I'll give you an idea later.
So before we get started, we did want to address. It's like always some terrible shit popping off in America, but then again, it's 2020, so it only be apropos that something terrible happens all the time. So I hope y'all strapped up, niggas, because clearly the best is yet to come. Knock on wood.
I'm really scared to see how 2020 is gonna end.
Yo, nigga, we thought the election was gonna be a good thing. I'm like, nah, nigga. Y'all better get out and vote and do what you got to do. So the verdict finally came down. Mr. Daniel Cameron, who I found out was a part of Phi Beta Sigma, which is a black fraternity.
No.
Yeah, he's a Sigma.
Clown.
No.
Yeah.
Talk to his brothers and how they feel right
Yo, so the
Collectively.
Attorney General of Kentucky is a black man, a black Republican. I looked at his IG. He's a Cowboys fan. I don't know if that matters in this particular case, but I wanted y'all to know that he is a Cowboys fan. Just to throw that out there. Other than his family, all his friends are white.
Oh no, I looked at his IG too, and I was like, I see mom black, and everybody else. I was like, okay, so older white people. I've not yet to see like anybody that looks relatively to his age either.
So, if you've been navigating a white space for a long time, I think you start adapting and molding yourself to fit in with white folk. Not saying you shouldn't fit in white folk. I they are the majority, so you should understand the language of the privilege and the culture that is there, because you got to navigate them spaces. You got to code switch. But after a while, I feel like, are you really being true to your community, to yourself? And maybe you are. So I don't know your story, because clearly you decided to join a black fraternity for some kind of camaraderie and brotherhood at Louisville.
Louisville?
Yeah, he went to Louisville, played football for Louisville. He sat the bench, but he played, you know what I'm saying? And you navigating these spaces, and I understand. Like, the struggle isn't necessarily a struggle. So the Kentucky Attorney General didn't see that it was necessary to file charges against the officers for the killing of Breonna Taylor. The ones who actually lit her up with over 26 shots. 6 bullets actually hitting her body. They were found not guilty of those charges, and the one who did get charged was the one who ran outside and started firing recklessly. I believe they call it wonton. Wonton. wanton recklessness,
Wanton endangerment.
endangerment because he was shooting up all over the place. And so if he had just focused his bullets just on her spot and not all around, maybe he wouldn't have been locked up either. But he already had like a lot of priors. So say all that. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about it? Because nigga, I wasn't really surprised at the result because I've read this book a lot of times.
I wasn't surprised, but I wanted to go back to your original statement on the DA about like how to move in like white spaces, Cameron or whatever. I don't even want to say his name.
The clown.
But just cause like growing up playing baseball in like Brooklyn, New York, so it's like I feel like I've learned to navigate or like try to figure out white spaces a lot because playing baseball, predominantly white sport, so you just got to learn how to adapt and be in the area. But after a while, like I feel like I only did it in that area, so I feel like in those space you do it because if I'm gonna be here for like a game, which is like 2 or 3 hours, I'm gonna fit and at least feel somewhat comfortable and normal. But like when I leave, there's always a bigger picture of like my community, what I wanted to do and stuff like that. So I feel like that should have been a bigger picture, but I digress. But I wasn't really. I was surprised because I've never heard of wanton endangerment. I had to Google it as soon as I heard it. Like I've literally never heard of that.
Niggas been wontoning for the longest. Pow, 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 pow. I'm like, nigga, if you don't learn how to shoot straight, shoot your enemy, nigga, you don't got to shoot everybody. Shoot the nigga you want to shoot and not me. That's all I'm saying.
Like I literally had to Google it because I was like, what is this? But I feel like it's just one big contradiction because you telling me they did nothing wrong, but then you give the family a settlement, like the money or whatever, because you know something was wrong. So I just feel like it's just one big contradiction, and it just sucks.
Is it a difference? Because there's a difference between civil and criminal. If it's criminal, that means a crime was committed. According to the law, I don't know all the laws, but it was no law being broken. Because let's think about it like this. I'm a police officer, right? I'm supposed to knock on this damn door and get the bad guy. Now, we can negate, or we cannot negate. We can talk about that a little bit further. But I knock on the door. It's the wrong house. Someone shoots at me. Nigga, I'm shooting back. I'm busting back. Will I shoot 26 times? Nigga, I don't know. I'm not the cop. I'm not in that situation. And with that being said, that mistake, that grave mistake, that deathly mistake is written off as police work. I'm protected from my mistake because it's immunity because I'm a police officer and in the line of duty, I can't be held accountable for all my mistakes because there's a possibility that a lot of mistakes can be had in my particular line of work, which, as a citizen, is scary as fuck. Just a little bit, just a tad. Because, as a teacher, if I mess up on my job, that means I just wrecked the life earning potential of life. So technically, I guess we both have life or death in our hands because, if I mess up a child's life, he might go to the streets and he might,
rob you,
life, death, when you get caught in a situation. So I'm very conscientious that I cannot make mistakes in my job as a public servant. And if I'm doing a really, really bad job, they really busted up the teacher unions and whatnot, they fire your ass. Or they shut your school down. Gerard, you ever been part of a school that got shut down?
No.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Knock on wood.
It doesn't happen. Yeah.
I have, nigga. they shut it down, man. They shut it down, and it was like it was just tough. I don't even think we was bad teachers. We were just tough. Nigga, I lost 17 pounds over stress in that joint, man. We came in like soldiers.
Is this
We won't talk about their name.
I used to work at Hertz, and at one location they shut it down.
Cause it's bad, huh?
Yeah,
it's bad. So I'll get y'all thoughts. I'm sorry, I go on my little diatribes.
But to that point, I would say they know something was wrong. For me, where I feel like this is a contradiction, because you're giving the money, telling me something was wrong, but then for the criminal court, like the criminal case, you're saying, and I don't even think he presented all of the evidence that could have been presented on Breonna Taylor's behalf.
They copied and pasted the search warrant.
Basically.
They copied and pasted the search warrant.
That search warrant piece, the way so that, and then hearing him describe the process of how they arrived at the decision is what enraged me.
Yeah, like that process was just bullshit.
Because you're saying that a process happened, but when questions are asked about process, oh, I can't go into details about that.
Now everybody got IEPs.
Yeah.
We all slow.
And so it's like, so A, what was the point at the press conference? Because now you're just wasting my time. B, we're not stupid. At this point, the whole country is aware now that, you know, the system, the justice system is horrible. And to be more, you know, whatever, it's horrible towards people of color. And to be more specific, it's horrible to black people. And so if you're going to try to explain something and not give specifics, then why are you wasting my time? And then why are you going to fake tears? That bothered me during that whole moment. And why are you trying to play us like we haven't been here numerous times before? But we just did I did a video where we literally just did a tribute of every black person who's been shot. Like, and it was ridiculous. It's you can't pretend like, oh, this is unfortunate. No, you guys dropped the ball. 26 shots, and this is it. Like, no, I
believe, and
And
it's
also him coming out like, I feel like they already knew the backlash he would get. That's why he was saying, "Oh, you're gonna have celebrities and stuff trying to tell you that." It's like,
no. But again, you're trying to paint a narrative before it even happens. It's not even
Exactly.
about the celebrity. It's about the fact that people are starting to get hip to the fact that black people now, and I don't. Well, I'm black, so I can say it. But like,
yeah. Tell
there's-
him, Brian. Tell him, I'm black and I'm proud.
I'm black, America, really? No.
go black man, go black man, go black man, go
I'm
black
black,
man.
be black. No, I'm black. No. As a black person, it's very uncomfortable to watch the news now. You know, and for you or anyone on, you know, the red team to feel like, you know, it's not a problem, you're disillusioned. And for you to be like, I talked to the family, we're going to work on all the stuff that he said to me, it just reaffirmed the fact that your father-in-law, you know, told you what to do, you did it, and, you know, this is how we got here.
You got to play the game. He playing the long game. He wants to be governor
You're already...
of Kentucky. He wants to be governor of Kentucky. It's funny. It's funny that even though they got a Republican Senate, like Kentucky's generally the leadership has been Democratic. It's funny how that shit works. Something like that.
Right.
But when you think about it, and I can pose it to you, even as a black person, it's really easy to justify the death of another black person. If you get shot in the hood, but they're gonna say, "Man, you shouldn't have been there." Right? You shouldn't have been at that party. You shouldn't have been whatever. If the cop shoot you, they could justify it. Like it's a whole lot that goes on to justify why black people are being killed, unfortunately. And that's just how the system has been created to justify the deaths. Because you think about it back in the 50s and 60s, I you know, some of these people are still alive. So I guess I could knock on the door and ask, like, what were y'all thinking when they was hanging all these people from the trees?
Right.
What's the justifying the death of all these people, mainly black men, hanging from trees? Oh, man, he stole from a store. And the penalty is death?
Because all the white people who stole from stores, they're alive and well.
They're alive and kicking. They own the
alive
store
and-
now. They own it. They own the store.
On the whole block, probably.
You know,
But yeah.
But you know, but most of the time, the justification for death is because you try to upset the hierarchy. You know, Killer Mike likes to always wear that shirt, death to the masters and everything like that. But a lot of these black people, when they challenge the hierarchy, they was like, yo, these niggas got to go. You messing up the triangle, baby. You messing up the triangle. You trying to make it even. We don't do even around here. We do give me your money, nigga. That's what we do. That's the game. And that's the game. Either give me your money or be money for me. Y'all ever seen Confederate money? Y'all seen Confederate money?
No.
Niggas is all on that money. They got niggas picking cotton, and they got, like, we're literally the face of their money. They didn't have George Washington. They might have George Washington on there because, you know, George. But literally, Because I worked at a museum and we had old Confederate money, and black people are all on the money because they knew where they got their wealth from. They did not hide the fact that we had the cotton gin, we had the other places that slaves did work. You know, I can't think. Other words, the boat deck, the dock. Where all these niggas at? You know what I'm saying? Other places other than the field, the house, serving sweet tea, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, them niggas ain't give a fuck about us. No. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. How you feel, Slow?
Oh man. My thoughts and prayers to Breonna and her.
Fuck
family.
them prayers. I'm just playing. Definitely prayers.
It's upsetting, man. It really is. Like it took this long for them to finally have something to say. Yeah. Like somebody said today, I saw in the tweet, like Michael Vick, the dogs got more justice than Breonna did. I'm just like, yo,
literally
like,
dogs.
Literally dogs.
And don't get me wrong, I like a dog.
But they dehumanized Michael Vick. I'll never forget that.
They still are dehumanizing him.
Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy, man. Like
they made him seem like the world's worst human being, like he was a disgrace.
But you know, it's like funny. The redemption arc of Michael Vick compared to Colin Kaepernick. I see Michael Vick on the NFL Network. Them boy ain't touch a Colin with a 16-foot pole, which is like crazy. I could literally kill dogs. Not saying, one thing or other, and they could bring me back. I take a knee.
And you get crucified.
or if you say Black Lives Matter.
They getting better about that.
Wasn't the Kansas City Chiefs that did it as a team or something?
No, the Chiefs and Texans. They didn't kneel,
but they said Black Lives Matter or something like that, and they got
for like Black Lives and everything, and the fans were booing them
right
at Kansas City during the home opener.
Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian.
I'll do better.
Because critical race theory is deemed to be anti-American. Because when you talk about race, you're being anti-American. Why you being so divisive, niggas? Come on now. Why y'all bringing up the past? I ain't whoop your ass in months. Why you bringing up the past, nigga?
But
be happy. Be happy. I'll let you work at McDonald's.
No, because I should have a right as a black person in this in America.
In America
to be whatever to be whatever I want to be. Including alive, by the way. I think that should be something
that's the main thing. I should be able to be alive. And
alive is beautiful.
That nigga think he white.
You guys.
Talk your talk, Brian. Talk your talk,
He think he could just be alive when he want to be alive. Nigga, that's not how the game work. Ain't life, liberty for all. Nigga, where you read that at?
But to that point, the sadder part is that there are people who actually have that mindset. Like, I should just be grateful for what I have, and it's just like, no.
I'm pretty sure I know a few people who probably think that about me.
So, and I thought about that actually. I since all this has happened, talking to white people, to your point about identifying with your own. I think growing up, because to your joke earlier, people were like, "Oh, you talk white," and so you get programmed that way a little bit. Be like, well, maybe I am white, not in the literal sense, but like And so when you realize you're black is when you do have that moment with the white person, and they're very clear that no, you're a nigga, and it's just like,
yeah.
Okay, so
with the hard R.
now that you're telling me this, and now that I'm experiencing it, to Cass's point, I think it's happened to me twice. And I'm sorry. And the last time it happened was literally when Trayvon Martin got shot. And I remember having a conversation with my coworkers, and a gentleman in my office, I won't say which job because I don't know who's listening.
You see how we be doing euphemisms? Like, the gentleman, not the crack-ass cracker.
That crack-ass cracker.
No, that's funny. It's funny. There's like there's no word I can call a white person that really make them truly offended other than calling them a racist.
Yeah.
That's the only word that gets them all in a tiff. But anyway, continue.
He literally told me I had no right to complain because I was not treated like a slave. I have it good right now. And I'm like, this is right after this young man has gotten shot. And
You should have punched him right in his face.
I'm like, my coworker wanted me to, by the way.
should've.
I ain't gonna lie. I would.
You should have teed off on
If
him.
you didn't do it, I probably would have did it for you. Like, nah, that was offensive. Fuck.
I didn't know that. He said point blank, like, you don't know what struggle is. And I'm just like, so you're telling me I'm seeing my own getting killed. I'm seeing all these disparities for us as a people in the new millennium, by the way. And
New millennium.
I don't have the right to say that we as a people are struggling. Like, dude.
No, nigga.
And after that, yeah, I didn't go the Attorney General of Kentucky route. I think that just reawakened the fact that there's an awareness that I need to have. But it's real. And I just struggle with people who find that a problem to understand why we feel the way that we feel. I do. It's on the wall. Like, literally, it's being conveyed with the verdicts that if I kill you, God forbid, cover us, Jesus. But if I'll
take
kill
that blessing
you,
blood.
Take my blessing.
if I kill you and you happen to be black, you did something wrong. Go look at Twitter. Read some of the horrible things that people are saying.
Oh, nice.
She shouldn't have dated a thug. You know, they shouldn't have defended their home. All these they shouldn't. And I bet you had they did all the they shouldn'ts or all the things that they claim would have kept them alive, who's to say that they still would have been?
How many white women I know dated a coke dealer
Word.
just for the coke?
Still get coke from him.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just crazy. I'm over it.
Man, get out of here.
America, whack. Trump, whack. 2020, whack. The general of Kentucky, whack. Who
Man,
else can keep going?
this should be funny, right? Like, you know, we
MAGA,
talk about
whack.
racism. Like, I'm gonna make an assumption. I ain't did the full demographics set, but let's do a quick little game. Just say quickly where you grew up. Brian, where'd you grow up?
You're gonna laugh
Just say it quick.
because the way this keeps going back to how the show starts. It's making me like awesome.
Just quick. Say the word, nigga.
Southeast DC.
Southeast DC. Kaz, where'd you grow up?
Brooklyn, New York.
Where'd you grow up?
Niagara Falls, New York.
Goose Creek, South Carolina. Now, out of the 4 places, one of these sounds blacker than the rest of these. like sound a lot blacker. So Brian grew up in the blackest of the spots.
In the trap. The trap.
Out of these spaces. Kaz is probably second with the next blackest space as far as sound is concerned. And then I don't know what niggas think about Niagara Falls, Goose Creek, South Carolina. They don't know what you're about to get. I say all that to say this. We've had our time trying to navigate white spaces in different capacities. And I come to the conclusion that when you navigate white spaces at different capacities, it's certain things you've had to sacrifice in order to maintain equilibrium.
You ain't fucking
I'm
lying.
not saying equality, equilibrium in these here white spaces. All you niggas who didn't study in science class, equilibrium is balance. If you mess up your inner ear, you'll fall over really, really quick. So don't bust your
Or you bring it
eardrums.
down to math terms.
That
That was on one side. Has to go on the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you take off a little bit and white people get, oh shit, it's not equilibrium no more. And you mess up the balance. And so
Bill
you
Nye,
got
the science guy.
yeah, you gotta give up a little something. So at one point in my life, I was kicking with a whole lot of white folk in Atlanta. I know that's a weird spot to be kicking with a whole lot of white folk in your life. I kicked it with quite a few white folk at Goose Creek, but you know, as an adult, I kicked it with a whole lot of white folk like 2008, 2007-ish in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll go out to the club, right? There's some young ladies in the club.
Okay.
We gonna go holler at these young ladies. The young lady saw holler at me. She is not black. It's that phase of my life. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And they said, you know, we all vibing. Like everybody hollering at women. That's what we do when we with our fellas, right? Our peoples. And these people was like, yo, she's into you. She wants the BTS. Nigga, what the is the BTS? Nigga, I don't know what a BTS is.
I don't even know. Like,
And
Yeah,
they,
what is that?
And they was like, yo, she want that black tube steak.
black.
And I'm like, huh. These niggas done reduced me down to what's in my pants. What if she likes my personality? What if she thinks I'm smart? What if she thinks I'm funny? What if she just thinks I'm attractive? Nigga, why I gotta be that she wants to BTS? These niggas are fetishizing what's in my pants, and they are white men. And now it got me thinking, is she only here for the BTS? There's too many shit I gotta jump through and hurdles to figure out what's really going on. What is the reality? What is the matrix that you're dealing with over here, white people? And I was like, this that weird kind of racism. Yeah. It's like these people are my friends. They're not being racist on purpose, but they're definitely objectifying me. White men. This ain't white women objectifying me. White men that reduce me down to my sex organ. And that is what I'm bringing to the table, because it can't possibly be my winning smile and my charm and personality.
Your intelligence.
And it's like funny. Like, what the hell I got to sacrifice to maintain the living in space? How many times do I got to hold my tongue? Or when a good jam comes on, I don't want to dance too hard, because when you dance for white folk, it ain't like dancing for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why Dave Chappelle went to Africa. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was making these jokes for my peoples, but these white people are laughing a little too hard at these nigga jokes. I don't feel comfortable anymore doing that. You know how many times I brought black people into space with them white folk, and they was like, nigga, you was cooning? I'm like, oh, I just like to dance. Like, nah, you dance a little too hard in front of these white folk. Nigga, you better go to a nice two-step. You don't got to do all the dance. You don't got to walk it out. You don't got to walk it out. You don't got to just snap your fingers.
Just two-step. If you here, just two-step and call it a day.
I don't
you
know.
get around us, do whatever you want. But
I literally just had this conversation, what you're talking about. We were talking about John Boyega and Ray Fisher, and how they've been very vocal about how Disney and Warner Brothers have been handling them as black men.
You said Ray Fisher and who else?
John Boyega from Star Wars.
Okay.
And the subject did come up about, well, sometimes you have to play the game. And I asked my friend, I was like, at what point do we stop playing the same game and getting the same result? I don't know. It's
tiresome
conversation.
It's annoying because you're just like, I just want some respect.
That's all. Why do I have to play the game or put on a certain whatever just to be respected?
Why I got to step professional? Why I got to be soft shoeing and shit?
Yeah.
And all that type of stuff to get on him.
Yeah.
Y'all ready to do some other shit?
We are. I'm trying to find this quote that's gonna help right now, but
man, when you got that bomb ass quote and you can't remember it,
yeah, and
so
I'm like,
nervous.
I'm trying to load the article that I get it in, but like I got Sprint.
I was talking to my mama the other day.
Sprint is not helping me right now.
But they're with T-Mobile now. I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
Oh shit!
I'm seriously disappointed in that contract.
Yeah, so I'm like trying to load it, but I'm gonna get it.
So we're gonna get into the crux of the topic today. I know we're halfway in. So America, we get a lot of fans, and sometimes some of our fans be asking us questions that they want us to address as a whole. They're curious, as they say in Maryland. They're curious of what the Brodies may say about it. Take us away, Slim.
All right, so let's get right to it. Crack the egg, might as well scramble it, right? So a topic came up recently. A person came to me and was like, "Hey, what do you think about this particular topic?" And I will get to that topic when I get there. But I'm
beating around the bush.
Yeah. So pretty much, they went out to a bachelorette party, and they, strippers,
dancing,
alcohol, whatever, cool.
Makes sense.
And
Brown only got that.
I heard it.
I heard it as well, but I was going to keep going with the story.
Definitely heard it, but I'm gonna keep moving on.
Yeah.
Prior to that conversation we had earlier today.
Maintain.
So they were out having a good time, and strippers are there. Strippers, they have a job just like everybody else do.
Mm-hmm.
You got a job, you got a 401k, hopefully benefits, whatever the case might be.
What strip clubs are you going to, nigga?
I don't know.
I seen the pank.
Down in the valley. Hopefully they have a 401k or some type of benefits. So, they go, hey, this stripper was circumcised. Uncircumcised. And I was like, that's weird as hell. Like, he had to have some confidence to do that. And I got to thinking, I was like, yo, let me bring this to the Brodies. And so my question to you guys, if you had a kid and you guys had a son, who makes that call to hey, we're gonna snip our son, we're gonna let him just rock out the way he is? Who makes a call? The dad?
Rock out with his cock out.
Yeah. Who
Bang
makes a
out
call?
with his wing out.
Wow, here we go.
Who makes this call?
Who gonna peel a banana?
Oh, that's
That's a good question.
well. That's
Actually,
Yeah, who makes that call?
So
the mom, the dad?
it's we gonna break down this.
I feel like it should be.
That's a
Careful.
conversation for both parties.
So this is the thing, man. God wanted us to be a certain kind of way, right? He gave us the bodies and everything like that. Now, I did not have a choice in my circumcision. And in retrospect, I think that's kind of rude.
A brand new baby. And don't snip. Please snip.
I'm saying, now people have prophesized that it is some healthier benefits for it. But then again, I'm pretty sure we're human. I wash under my arms. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. That's all I'm saying. And unless I was Jewish and it's a rite of passage, why are we subjugating our people, our young male children, to this kind of body manipulation? That's all I'm saying. Why are we doing this? Why is this a practice? Why is this normalized that I have a choice in none of this action?
so. My mom, who's in the medical industry, the way she explains,
Sound real white right now, Brian.
Gosh darn it! No, that it is a health thing. Because if that is your situation, you just have to be very careful to make sure that you pull back what you need to pull back and clean everything.
Clean your under dick.
Yeah, just
Is it an underdick?
I mean,
Like
I don't
tube
want
sock.
to.
You gotta roll down.
Is it underdick? Like,
Yeah, just make sure that
You don't get no yeast infection.
that's the one aspect of it. The other aspect is the Jewish, whatever, and the biblical components of it. I don't know how many parents think of it from that vantage point. I personally feel like it should be a decision made by both parents. That's just me. But whether you do or don't, I don't know. It's all organic, so it shouldn't matter. I said organic. I shouldn't have said organic.
Biological. What say you people? I know I've been on my high horse.
Thank you, Mom and Dad. I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you making decisions for me when I couldn't do it for
I
myself.
appreciate it.
Because by the time you're old enough to realize if you want that, it'll hurt if you want
Yeah,
it
it's
then.
10 times worse.
So,
How you know it's 10 times worse? It was so bad you blocked it out of your memory. The trauma has been blocked out of your goddamn mind. How you know you wouldn't have been a happier individual if it never happened?
So I'm sitting here
So
with
you're
Nia.
telling me-
I'm sitting here with Nia Long. We've been vibing all day. She
Okay.
like, Gerard, you the one.
You jumping the gun, Gerard? You jumping the gun?
No. Hear me out. I'm with Nia Long. We've been vibing all night, right?
Okay.
Got the wine going, candles lit from Bath and Body Works,
She doesn't strike me as a wine person, by the way. But
She
go
likes
ahead.
wine.
Okay.
and cheese. So we vibing. She tells me,
okay.
tonight's your night.
Oh, you about to get the eeks.
I'm hyped.
You about to glaze it.
I realize that my friend downstairs got too much baggage, right?
He got under dick.
Yeah, too much. The banana has not been peeled yet, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, damn, do I say something to her or do I just surprise her?
What kind of shallow heifer are you messing with? How you gonna deny, once again, what God has given me? I don't say nothing if your curtain's a little too long.
So I think
You got floor the ceiling curtains down there, ma'am. And I ain't said nothing. I was like,
Cool.
eat it up, eat it up.
perfect.
Some of us just nasty. Some of us are just
But I
nasty.
think that a bigger conversation needs to be had about when it comes to sexuality and the presentation of it.
My goddamn anatomy.
What actually shapes that? Because there is a lens that you look at it as it is biology. So if this is the human body and if this is
gotta-
what God gave me,
You gotta accept me for who I am.
then just accept me for who I am. Or if you don't want to go that route, if you're going to put that much thought into whether you have the tube sock or not, then maybe do you put that much energy into other things that relates to the human body before you sleep with someone?
Is it that big of a deal?
Is it that big of a deal?
But think about it from a woman's perspective, though. Like if
Shallow. Keep going.
I mean, call it what
She
you wanna
better
call it,
like
though.
this. When I'm about to finish, I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm about to peel it back. Pew!
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
Sound effect though.
the sound effect is what did it for me as well.
Keep going. I'm listening though.
Let's take a back step. Let me unroll this for you. Woo! Yeah.
I'm listening though,
I mean,
my
but
G.
from a female perspective, if that's not what they are accustomed to see, and then you present that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna feel some type of way about that, right? And I think I'm not saying, well, if you're a dude, do you tell them that? Do you tell them that before you get to that next level of intimacy? Do you tell your spouse that, hey, baby, you know?
So then my question for you, and you. Do you describe your penis in explicit detail before you have sex? Because essentially that's what you're asking me to say.
I mean, I just send a pic, so.
I know you do. I already knew your answer. I actually knew your answer before I asked the question.
Surprise.
Like ain't no surprises here. You know what's in my pants, girl.
Yeah.
You know what's in my pants. I'm a dick
Wait,
pic.
You know the vein, you know everything.
what, you take it from different angles? What's
Yeah.
happening here? Like,
You don't know your angles, bro?
first of all,
Let's find out Cassville on the counter. The camera
is the
upside down.
penis on an interview? Like, what's really happening in this moment right now? Like, does it have its own LinkedIn page as well? Like,
Nah, it's on OnlyFans, though.
wow. Okay.
Mine got on a bow tie.
Nah, but you gotta warm it up. Like, for me, what?
No, I'll put my mic down because I'm curious. Ladies and gentlemen, Cass presents How to Take the Perfect Dick Pic.
Da, 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 da,
Brought to you by
da,
Arby's.
da,
We got the beef.
I'm never a fan of the under because I don't like my face in it just in case I become big and famous. I could deny.
He doesn't
So
like the
I do the
under.
over because everything looks
He
real big
does
up
it
close.
over.
You ever go to a building up close? You're like, damn, this building's tall. But then you
It's
see
like your rearview mirrors. It tells you
Exactly.
objects may appear bigger, yeah, whatever the case might be.
So you gotta let them
Things
know
up
that.
here
So
closer.
that's what I do. Lotion it up so it's not ashy.
Lotion
Nobody wants
it
to ashy dick.
up.
Nobody wants to ashy dick.
No,
Cocoa
as
butter?
she did. No, as she did. No, as she did.
Keep going, nigga.
No, as she did.
So yeah, just lotion up real quick. You gotta do like not fully hard so they don't know everything, but like halfway. You gotta be halfway.
Good
So there's still more to go.
Half chub.
Do you change like the filter? So kind of
Nah,
like
that I won't do. That I won't do.
you just bright as hell, huh?
Yeah.
Tap the fit.
Is it mainly like bathroom light?
What type of
Nah, it's
lighting
more
do
of a
you
bedroom
use
light.
for your penis? What type of lighting do you use for your
Usually lay in
penis?
bed.
Do you turn on all the lights or you try to give like some mood lighting?
Nah, just a flash.
Blue lighting.
Is it a live photo?
Is it live?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Because girls told me they don't want dick pics no more. They want to see you jacking off in front of your phone. I'm like, bitch,
Put it
if that
in
get on my
motion.
phone, what is wrong with you? What is wrong,
Put
you
it in
sickos?
motion,
But anyway,
you sicko.
I can't, Brian. I can't.
He's harmonizing everything.
Yo,
And it sounds
so
good.
so how many of these dick pics are just floating out there in the atmosphere there?
What's your number
Cass?
of pictures?
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. It's none of your business.
He is on point. He is on point with
None
this.
of your
was beautiful.
business.
So, but
But back to what we were.
But-
I don't even remember. What were we
okay.
saying?
So we saying we gotta essentially you're saying that we need to describe our genitalia in detail before we having sex. He of course sent the picture already because I'm like
Because we usually had, like, all jokes aside, for me, we usually done like I usually try to do some like form of sexting to like see if if we even gonna go that route. Like if you're open to that, then possibly maybe when we're in person you might be open to it. If you're not, then I know we're not open to that and we're not going that route.
But my thing is, if you're gonna have sex, right? And if let's say you send the perfect picture, and they're ready, and you perform, and the sex isn't good, does the picture help either way?
you had a rough day. Couldn't hit the backboard.
I don't see where the picture makes a difference for me, and I feel like you're feeling.
the Cavs came back. The Nuggets have come back down from 3-1 before. So, everybody has an off day.
Work with stressful this week,
But
girl.
my point is that I
Damn,
think
lesson
we put
plans.
too much energy into the anticipation of the act, and by the time it actually happens, then whether the picture was right or not, or
You better
whether,
rub one out before you get there, nigga. What you
It
talking about?
doesn't-
You gotta practice, nigga.
I'm just saying it shouldn't be a factor for me.
I would
Practice.
say think of it like this. At least for me, like playing, I'll use a baseball analogy. I've seen some of the most beautiful fields where I was like, yo, these campuses have beautiful baseball fields. And then I go perform on them and I play like ass. That doesn't change that the field is still beautiful. I just perform horribly.
Yo, yeah. First of all, you wildin'. Maybe because I'm an older person, or maybe it's just my soul or my spirit. Like, I don't want to know what's in my present before I unwrap it on Christmas. Nigga, I want everything to be a surprise for me. Like, oh man, what the hell is under this? Let me take this ribbon off. Oh shit, let me unpack. Oh, that's interesting.
I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
The way he said it, that's interesting.
So that comment you just made, okay, hypothetically,
Hypothetical.
you're a woman.
I'm a woman.
You're dating your dude.
I'm dating my dude.
You're dating Dude comes over. You got
Dude comes
Netflix
over.
and chill, whatever.
Netflix and chilling.
He drop his drawers.
He drop his drawers.
It's looking at you dead in the face.
Bam.
Banana.
Boop.
Yep.
A banana.
And it's not peeled.
It's
You
not
okay
peeled?
with that?
If I thought I was having sex that day, then nigga, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do, baby.
Like, what kind of selfish person am I to deny something I was gonna do regardless because it looked a little funny? See, that's the thing I'm saying. I don't know because I don't got a little dick. So do all the micro penis people go out there saying they got micro penises when they come out in the field? I guess that's something they would like to know, or maybe I don't know. Or let's say your dick too big. I don't know, because if you're at the extremes, the shit, maybe you do tell. I don't know. But all I'm saying,
that's a separate conversation.
is it?
Yeah.
Because it's all describing what's in my pants.
But it's the difference between having a conversation versus taking pictures and, giving it a LinkedIn page. And
all I'm saying, what kind of selfish, shallow person am I dealing with that's going to be the attractive of everything about me? Everything about me is attractive.
well, I think this is a good argument for sex education, to be honest with you. I think that
They were all different?
yeah, I think that's for me. That's why I feel like sex education is necessary, because that's where you can expose people to the fact that, okay,
Everything won't be the same.
a vagina could look like this. It could look like this. The lips may look, but I mean, it doesn't mean that something's wrong with it. But this is just a range of how vaginas look. This is a range of what penises look like. So if you're going to engage, I think that's where you kill that perception of what sex or a sexual experience is supposed to be like. I think that porn.
Bitch, tell me if you got walls or not. How about that? That's what I want to know.
Well, no.
Is this where we gonna go? This where we gonna go?
Brian, I see your point.
Yeah.
No.
And I see where Brown is going. But I see your point, Brian.
Yeah, I don't think you have to
Am
pull
I
out.
gonna hit something, or am I just gonna be like in the grain?
If you're there for sex, if sex is what you're looking for, then as long as you have the STD talk, have that talk, and then stop. You stop that.
That's a whole other conversation right there. It's a whole other conversation.
But my point is that have the talk. Do you want to have sex? Great. All right. If you want to talk about specifics, that's on you. If you don't want to talk about it, fine.
So you're saying, what you're saying is you should have that conversation beforehand, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it shouldn't be at the point of like, yeah, my penis is as big as this pole right here. Like,
If you want to know if it's uncircumcised, I'm saying, ain't it the same thing? I'm describing the physicality of it, ain't I? Aren't I?
but see, people who want to know, I think they have to broaden their perception or their knowledge of what a penis could look like.
'Cause
I don't think that should be a question.
I think most females would be like, oh, okay, you didn't, okay. In the back of the mind, it's like, well, why didn't you say anything? I'm not sure. But I would assume.
Where's Chelsea?
Yeah, where are you, Chelsea?
Because this
Chelsea would have been great.
Yeah.
is a ridiculous conversation.
We have to do it part 2.
Because this is crazy talk.
What about you, Cass?
Wait, do you want him to pretend like he's a woman as
yeah,
well?
I was like,
No, I'm saying, like,
I was
do
like-
you tell your significant other, like, hey,
If my If I was circumcised or
Yeah.
not, probably. I don't.
I feel
If
like
it came
this-
up in like a if it somehow flowed in a conversation, then yeah. But would I just like willy nilly? Hey, I'm uncircumcised. Probably not.
Gotcha. Okay.
So not Cass, Slim. I want Slim since you talking with your chest.
I didn't raise my
If
chest today.
if your balls was too big, would you tell her?
Yeah, baby, they hang a little low down there.
My balls heavy. It's gonna hurt.
It's not balanced. I mean, that's something I would tell my partner. Like, I wouldn't be no surprise. Like, we've been talking. I'm like, yo, bro, if sex came up, right, and we saying, hey, this is like what we like, whatever. I was like, hey, just so you know, this is it here.
Now, what if she was like, "Oh, thanks for telling me. Bye." How would you feel?
Well, save some money then. Shit.
So if we revealing that, what other stuff should we be revealing on the pantheon of pettiness?
I have a third nipple.
Nigga, that's cancer.
Brown is he is on one today, man.
But he's right though. That's a good one.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Marky Mark had a third nipple. I think you can get that removed with money.
I think it should be a case by case. I don't think there's a general rule that says you should reveal set things.
I think the only thing you should reveal is like the STD talk.
I think that's important.
But after that, it's kind of like a case by case situation.
Y'all wildin'. Well, not y'all, but if a woman rejected me because I was uncircumcised, I guess you're right. She's not meant for me. But I think that's a shallow qualification because
She better have a perfect vagina.
like
'Cause don't let me see that.
'Cause some women-
roast beef, I'd be upset.
But that goes to my point. I just think that people's expectation as far as sex is just very diluted for a variety of reasons.
yo,
And I think that if you're going to have sex, then this conversation, honestly, I would care very minimum about my partner. I would just want to make sure that they're clean. That's just me.
so I'm not putting myself on blast too much. Maybe I am. So
Be careful.
some women got ugly titties, right? And you took the shirt off and the titties
No,
was
we've all
ugly.
been there. We've all
And
been
you be
like,
like, ooh.
How did I know
Like
this
you
was
get
going to
excited
happen?
and then you be
Like,
like,
ooh. And you be like, hey, we could put that shirt right back on. Why you don't ever lick my titties? Well, that's not my thing.
You know, I like titties. You know, I like titties. That's not my thing.
That's
Why am I doing that? What am I, your baby? I'm breastfeeding. I don't like that. You don't like that. Like, what am I
That
doing?
ain't not my joint. But you know what? I would make it work if I really liked them. I'll make it work. I don't know if I could marry someone with ugly titties, but if that's one of my flags. But I will continue to engage in sweet, sweet love making with your shirt on.
But now I'm curious. What makes an ugly titty?
Man, them looking like orangutan joints. Them joints, man. I'm like, ooh. I look like they in an argument. They ain't getting
not
along.
seeing eye to eye?
Yeah, they ain't seeing eye to eye. They ain't getting along. And it's just laying there flat. Like you could be small and perky. You could have them close. It's all kind of titties. It's the titties all over the world. But it's only that one pair.
It's like that 2% of
like, ooh, why is it like that? And I understand. But guess what? I ain't never kicked nobody out because of ugly titties.
So that wouldn't stop you.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Not at all.
Hygiene is the only thing stopping.
Nigga, that's what showers are for. Let's go and take the shower.
That's how you put the soap. That's how you put the soap.
I got
Just
some
lap-
soap.
You got a Luther? Got a loofah? Just lap your head up. Just like,
Yeah. Like, oh, baby, man, let's take the shower together. Rub-a-dub-dub. Rub-a-dub-dub. You want me to get that back for you? Let me get that back for you. Go and lift that leg up so I can get all in the undercarriage for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I got underdick.
It's right here. Let me roll my sock back.
I think by the time we in that shower, she should see like, oh.
So America, full transparency. If you listen to the Brodies enough, you notice that we have partaken in pornography. The only thing that's weird about uncircumcised penises, why they be so discolored under that? As a woman, I guess that'd be the only thing that would bother me. It'd be like, yo, why it look like that under there? Why is it bright red
make it smell.
under there?
That or the smell.
I don't know nothing about the smell because I ain't never smelled the uncircumcised penis, and I hope I never smell the uncircumcised penis.
Read articles, but yes, I get the saying, Devin.
You read. So wait, you read articles?
No, I'm just saying.
Slim, focus. Focus.
You know what I'm saying?
Focus. I got you.
But you feel me? Like that's the only thing I'm like, it looks weird.
But what is what to that point, how is the human body supposed to look if we're all different?
I don't know. Some niggas got ugly penises. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I said it. I watched a lot of pornography, and I'm like, you ain't gonna get no AVNs with that, brother. Keep working on your stroke, though. Keep working on your stroke.
I don't know.
You stroke good, bro. You stroke good.
Was I supposed to say pause afterwards?
Nah, nobody.
No, I don't know. Well, I'm saying no.
I don't do pause, so
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some people's stroke is terrible. You ever seen a porn actor with a bad stroke, and you wonder how does nigga get a job?
Like, how does he keep coming back for scenes? Like they keep calling.
Why they keep giving this nigga money?
I waste my lotion for this. Hair. Damn it.
It's terrible.
Like, give me the money. I'll put better use to this.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm just saying, Brian. Okay. Oh, it's just me.
Nah,
Fine. I'd be like, how they keep getting this nigga money? If we could drum Brian Pumper out of the industry, why is this nigga still getting work?
Brian Pumper.
Oh, them niggas would not work with Brian Pumper no more.
Lloyd Banks. That shit's funny.
Brian
He did
Pumper.
look like Lloyd Banks.
No, he looked just like Lloyd Banks. Like, like
all that nigga did was have sex and work out. Nigga, that's all he did. And rap. He be rapping.
He did have a rap.
Did he have a rap career?
No, he tried.
He tried. He was
I
rapping.
remember he had like a rap song. I don't remember what
Terrible
it was.
raps.
I remember him like, because I remember he was like showing up on the porn sites of like his rap. I was like, why is this shit on a porn site? But then I was like, oh, he's a porn star, duh.
Did Heather Hunter? She had a singing career.
Yeah, she also had sex with Tupac.
Okay, well that happened. But my point is,
that happened.
okay.
Yo, man, I would tell everybody if I was like, you had sex with someone famous. If you dated somebody, all right. So
If
I was dating a young lady.
I'm gonna be making a song about it. I'm telling the world about it.
How would y'all feel if someone you dated someone famous before you?
Like she dated someone famous before me.
Other niggas.
Depends on how famous. Like,
Famous. I mean,
They're more famous than you, nigga. They say the name, you like, oh.
But what? Why?
they had LeBron James. Like,
Yeah, they dated
was
LeBron
that
James
same-
in high
They was
school.
in that same realm as Bron.
I dated Chris Brown when I was in high school in Tappahatchee, Virginia. You know where that nigga from.
I was trying to figure out what you were.
I was like, what?
You know that boy from somewhere country and
I wouldn't.
Would it bother you?
No. Like, if you gave that example, like, oh, I did in high school, it wouldn't bother me. But then if you'd been like, yeah, I was dating Chris Brown, like, last week, I'd be like, now you with me?
I don't got that kind of money, right?
Yeah, like,
just making sure.
Like, there's a lifestyle change that you're about to have, so I just want to make sure you're ready for this. Because
We going to
I'm a fun
Wegmans
person.
today.
Yo,
But my fun is not his type of fun. Like, it's going to be different.
so I was talking to this girl in Atlanta who used to talk to Fabo. Remember Fabo?
D4L?
From D4L,
Like, grab
yeah.
his leg and like, oh.
Yeah. And I was like, that's the kind of niggas you like talking to? I don't think this is going to work.
You really was like, Fable?
How is he in person? Seems a bit weird. I don't know. But what y'all do? Y'all be like, I'm Gucci with it. I'm cool with
I'd
it.
probably be cool with it. Probably won't bother
Fine,
me.
yeah, ain't gonna bother me.
Would you compare yourself to them?
No.
Because that's mentally that's
That'll
when
fuck you up.
arguments start to come.
So it's just like, nah. I'll probably make some jokes about
You're
it.
setting yourself up to lose when you compare yourself to anyone.
So let's say they dated Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, you gonna probably still gonna make these jokes, but yeah. Like, how you baited this nigga?
Like before we heard Shaquille O'Neal talk, or Shaquille O'Neal now?
Oh,
with the bouncy balls.
Yeah.
It's like it's hoops. Is he still talking hoops?
no, that's.
I don't know.
Actually,
I don't know. I don't be keeping up with people. So like hoops is a pretty young lady, and you somehow start dating hoops and whatnot. And I don't know. She might only date number famous people now. Just like, Amber Rose only date famous people. At this point, it'd be weird to go to any other place.
She has tattoos on her face now, so it'd be really.
Amber Rose has tattoos on her face now.
Yeah, she did that.
She don't look pretty no more.
I mean, she's pretty.
She's a pretty person.
with the tattoo on her forehead.
Damn, no, when you call someone a pretty person, know how disrespectful that is. You don't never call me a pretty person.
Cool, they're pretty, but yeah.
She got a good personality. Like, nigga, nah, don't talk about my personality is amazing. Nigga, describe my uncircumcised penis. That's
It's amazing once I peel it back.
under dick. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. He has dick under his dick.
Every time you have sex, it's a threesome.
Yo.
That just happened.
I hate you. I hate you.
That really happened.
So
What? You get the dick? That's the dick.
how far can you pull the skin forward? Can you like,
I don't think you can pull it for
like
it.
Jack in the Box.
you know, like peekaboo, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think like you can pull it forward. I think it's just like a pull back and then it goes back to the original. Like I don't know if you can pull it more forward, if that makes sense.
It's weird. Like I physically sometimes, American is full transparency. Sometimes I look at my own penis and I'm like, how would this have worked? How did they cut this? What if my doctor slipped?
Or sneezed.
Oh, you
No, shaky hands. What if he did? And I'm just assuming that's just how my penis is supposed to look all these years and not realizing I've been maimed. You know what I'm saying? These are questions I have.
for my doctor. Mom, where is the doctor that did
for
this?
myself? Like really,
I should be packing, but the doctor has sneezed, and now look.
I've seen a lot of surgeries. I've seen a lot of Dr. Pimple Popper, and my feet are killing me. I've seen TLC used to show real life surgeries back in the day. I'm curious, but I don't want to see. And most of the time, my curiosity, I'll go ahead and watch it. But my curious, but I don't want to see, how does the circumcision actually happen? What part of the skin are they cutting, and how are they making sure that is nice and healed? Because we come out the womb, and it's like, ooh, we cut the umbilical cord. Ooh, let me take your son. I'm going to go cut someone else real quick. And then they just throw it in the trash. And I'm like, do they numb me up? Do they stick me with some Novocaine? Or they're like, you a baby, you'll forget this shit. And it's like, pow, pow.
Can you imagine like during like the early 40s and 50s before like technology was booming, like compared to now? Like, whew.
Because Europeans don't circumcise. They don't do that shit. It's an American thing. Like, it's a function of American culture to be circumcised.
I don't know.
I watch a lot of porn, man.
It's okay.
That's how you can tell the European, like, oh, this nigga.
That's normal. This is normal.
He about to put it in
So
the
basically, you're saying that if you're
Them Europeans is nasty.
if you're circumcised or uncircumcised, you should just go overseas and just go to Europe because it's normal there.
Yeah, so normalize your body, man.
Love your body.
Why should we be ashamed of what God gave us? Unless you got ugly titties. Why should you be ashamed of what God gave you?
Jesus.
See, but if you got ugly titties, you just get some boob surgery now.
True.
But then why would you subject someone to surgery just to replace something that's going to flop anyway?
Do they flop as you?
Nah, not if you get the silicone. Yeah, that shit.
I'm just saying the aging process, they're not going to be perky forever.
Nigga, have you not seen
That's
Nina Hartley? Titties still sit up on her chest. She also had sex with Tupac.
Thank you, sir.
I understand your bigger point, but if you get it done right, it'll look weird as you get old and
you
your
got that
titties still
Benjamin
look.
Button.
I'm just saying. Like, you know, and my balls start hanging too low, nigga, I might put some silicone in that just to
balance it out.
Look, give them back up, give them some air, bring them back up.
Oh, shit.
Side uneven.
Oh,
Can't
shit.
have them hanging too low now. I want to wear
shit.
shorts when I go outside as I get older.
America, I'm only being this ridiculous because I'm hurting in the inside, nigga. Have you looked outside? It's death and destruction, nigga. I'm dying in the inside, nigga. I'm dying.
So we get these jokes to make us
Get these
feel
jokes,
better.
man. Get these jokes.
But I do remember I found a quote now that I was looking for earlier.
Well, you can't talk quotes after all this penis talk.
I was about to say
We just talked for 30 minutes about penises. This is a first
Penis
for the bro.
talk?
For the I try to think of a
talk
nice.
that stick talk.
I try to find a nice alliteration. Paragraphs on penises.
Paragraphs pertaining.
Paragraphs pertaining to pulsating. Ooh, that's gross.
I was like, ooh, that's a little too much for
I
me.
like where this is going.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't like it either. I don't
So,
like
so
it.
what's that quote? What's that quote?
You found the quote? What's the
Yes.
quote? All right.
So Ignoring the penis stuff for the last 30 minutes. We're gonna go back. From the Chris Rock, the article, the interview that he did with the Times, which is a great read that I think everybody should read. But one of the quotes that he said that I thought was interesting was, "Humanity is in progress. It's only progress for the person that's taking your humanity. If a woman's in an abusive relationship and her husband stops beating her, you wouldn't say she made progress, right? But that's what we do with black people. We're constantly told that we're making progress. The relationship we're in, the arranged marriage that we're in, is that we're getting beat less." And I thought that was very fascinating. I'm sorry that it took so long on my phone.
No, it was very apropos, and I think that's a good way to bring it back. America, we talk this talk a lot of times just to bring levity to the situation. And I know, as you're probably hearing me talk right now, it's like, oh, he's talking like a normal human again. He's not saying all kind of obscenities. And this is how he gets hired for jobs. He doesn't.
We have degrees. We know how to talk.
Yeah. I have 3 of them. Just in case you have a question, my intelligence. Flex on them. But
I have 3 too.
I know.
Flex on
Bam.
'em.
We also the oldest out of everybody.
This is very true.
We're literally 1 year apart.
Yeah.
Some months, really. No, a full year. But we do this podcast, do the for the culture, live the culture, and we don't always make the best decisions of how we should lift the culture, but we try to do what we can for our peoples, made to give a laugh, sometimes to give serious discussion on what's going on that affects us as a community, because it affects us. And laughter is a defense mechanism. Humor is a defense mechanism. And if this is what I got to do to save my soul, talk ridiculousness with my bros, then I'm going to talk ridiculousness with my bros. And hopefully y'all find some
Humor, escape,
yeah,
anything in it.
some moments that you can capture for yourself. So thank you for rocking with us all this time, because we've been doing it. We do it for us, but we also do it for y'all. And thank you for just rocking with us despite our shortcomings. We are not the end all be all. We just 4 bros doing it for y'all.
Kicking it on a couch and a chair.
Y'all want to end it like that? Okay, I'm Mr. Brown.
Slow.
Cass.
B. Anthony.
And we are,
The Brodies.
and we out ya.
Penises.
What?
Hey, yo, Slim.
Do that.